I'll be reacting to Petit, Sekai episode 10. I'll be watching it from the Saudi channel Charlie Vocal Jazz channel. They currently have 281 likes, so I'll give them an extra like so that they got 282. And now I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go! Oh man, I just love the comedy as fuck voices here. Ah, food. You know, that actually is a legitimate reason to get angry over. I will go for curry. I'm more of a curry person than seafood. Okay, they gotta treat it out to some copper ramens then. In that case. I mean, the easiest way to get it is just to eat something. Probably something that's a bluish flavored or seafood filler, or anything that has to do with blue, considering not saying Miku's hair is blue. Greenish. That's my guess. Oh, I love the way she says that so fucking slowly, too. I like how she doesn't give a fuck about this. Like, at all. Well, hey, that's more people that gotta treat the cup ramen. In that case. I mean, yeah, they're the ones who brought up ramen in the first place. They might also bring this shit, you know? You reap what you sow. You know, that I can actually believe. Because ramen is like a simple looking food. It is taste good though, but it's simple to the point where some people wouldn't touch it because even though it does taste good, it can be unhealthy. That's where the cup ramen, you always gotta wait at least a few minutes for it to cool down. Oh, it's looking cute! That's it. This is the last episode, right? Well, here are my thoughts on the last episode of the series. I mean, I'll be honest with y'all. If I had to rate Petit Sekai episode 10 on like a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't a right final episode, but it's like, for a last episode, I'm being real. I was kind of expecting something more. I mean, literally, this series started out in the first episode with like a world-saving plot in the first episode. Then you had an episode with like doppelgangers and time travel. And they're like, oh shit, this shit's creative. Then it ends with this. I'm like, Like, it feels like one of the most simplistic ways for the series to end when you had a lot of grandiose episodes to start out the series, like super strong episodes. I'm not saying this last episode was shit. No, it wasn't shit. It was enjoyable, but for Petit's sake, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was expecting something a little bit more than just it was fine, you know? Because they honestly raised the ball so high for the first 2 episodes. But here's why I give it a 5 out of 10. Aside from the episode just being super simplistic and the joke, which don't get me wrong, the joke kind of worked for a bit because there's always been a moment where it's like, oh, you're surprised that someone doesn't like a specific food. But in this episode, it's like you compare this joke to the cool shit in the first 2 episodes, or that bit where you had one of the girls act a little bit delinquent-like. It's like it just felt like the standards of the previous episodes were higher. Now, again, not saying this one's trash. It wasn't. I enjoyed it. I mean, I smiled a bit, but didn't make me straight up laugh. So that's from a character and story standpoint. It was fine. Animation-wise, it was good, though. I actually do love how they gave the cop ramen stuff. It gave it a lot of visual detail. I absolutely adored Miku's characters, and I thought it looked cute. And all the girls looked cute. So, art animation-wise, the episode, it didn't phone it in. The animators did their job, but holy hell did I expect more from the writing staff. I'll be honest, it's a bit disappointing. Now, if I had to rate the series overall on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, here's what I'm going to rate it. I liked the first few episodes, but it didn't stick its landing. So I was originally, because remember my score, 1's abysmal, 5's average, 10 is exception. I was going to give it a 7 out of 10, but this last episode lowered it to 6 out of 10. I still like the series. It's still, as far as short anime goes, above average. But it's like, I got to give it a 6 out of 10 for a bit above average now, because it's like, you start out with a bang, and then you end with a whimper. I'm like, Don't get me wrong. It's not like this episode was so bad that it invalidated the whole series. It didn't. But it's like when you compare this to the short anime that have been airing over the last few seasons, like Puli Puli Molcar, Ai Suwashima, and then that Egyptian God short anime. Well, I still think this short anime is on more along the lines of it was good, but not amazing. This series is more closer to good than bad. So, yeah, this series, I'm still going to give it at least a slightly above average rating because, if I'm being honest, this is still more enjoyable than some of the other short anime I'm seeing. Like, this shit is, like, way better than Kodama Kawashiri. That's all. I'll still give this, like, an above average score. And it's better than that whole, what was it? That game short anime that Crunchyroll, I think, had. It was better than that anime, that's for sure. And this was still better than this one short anime that had this headless dude. So that's I'll still give it a bit above average as far as short anime go. Yeah, there was, but Raid Zero videos don't get views, so I could give a shit about reacting to it. I even have a reaction to the Raid Zero OBA that had a bit of Amelia and Puck's past. I just never finished. I never finished editing it because Raid Zero videos they did so bad. I don't give a shit about releasing it. It's there though. It's on my channel. I have the videos made. I just haven't edited it because again, it's like it barely doesn't get any views, so I'm not even in a rush to release it. No, I'm just telling you that I actually did react to like that Amelia OVA. It just hasn't been edited. I've had it literally on my channel for a year now. I just don't give a shit about react to making Razor related content since no one even bothered watching it. So why should I give a shit about making it? After I spent time reacting to every fucking episode after people requested it. The Ray Zero reactions were what made me not want to take requests for retro anime anymore. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. Shit, only getting like 30 views per video. Yeah, fuck that. I ain't reacting to retro shit anymore. In case you want to spread out, Ray Zero and Snafu were the ones that made me go, yeah, fuck doing retro. Unless I get paid for it in Patreon, or unless I do it on whim where I feel like doing it. Retro reactions, they just ain't happening on my channel anymore. They do bad. They don't get views. They don't really do anything. They make me lose subs. They just do nothing for me at all. Retro stuff. They do absolute jack shit. But wait, enough about that negative topic, though. Huh. I don't know from which anime, but interesting. But aside from that, though, yeah, that's why I'm going to rate this series. It was average because even though the production values in the series were enjoyable, it wasn't the most lavishly produced short anime. I'd say the more lavishly produced ones were stuff like Puli Puli Marker, Extra Olympio Kikilios, and also not just those two, but there was even the short anime. Oh, Iro de Mori. Even though Iro de Mori didn't have great writing, that one had high production values. So from a production standpoint, this series, it was about what I'd say is average from a visual standpoint. Oh yeah, so that series. Yeah, I remember that one. So that's why visually it's average. Artwork, I actually did like the character design, so I'll give it a slight above average grade. Would have been even cooler if we would have got to see like the much more detailed character designs, but I'm cool with this Petit style though. I like Petit style too. Writing was hit and miss. Some episodes were fucking amazing. Other episodes were like, it works. So the writing was inconsistent. But for the most part, this episode had more positive episodes to the point. Oh, and the voice acting was fucking amazing. And the music was good. So that's why if I had to rate this series overall on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional. Despite any issues I have with this series, I enjoyed this series more moments than I didn't, to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm going to give this still an overall 6 out of 10 grade. And if it were to get a season 2, I would watch it. I would probably, the only thing I'd do with season 2 though, if I react to it, is I would react to all the season 2 episodes at once. Oh, no, I'd still do it weekly. Because even though these Petit Sekai videos did fuck all for my channel, I enjoyed reacting to the series. I did. And plus, it also gave me an excuse to... Literally, if I didn't have this shirt, the Hatsune Miku with Palamon shirt, I would have been like disheartened with like the viewership that my reactions got. But since I have this shirt, and since it also is versatile for Digimon, that made the sting of the low viewership for my reactions to this series, it made it a bit more bearable. So I guess there's that. So yeah, I'll react to season 2 whenever it does come out. It just feel like my last priority list. I'm not going to make reacting to season 2 if it were to come out big priority, but I would react to it, so I would watch it. Yeah, I was never going to give this series a low score unless it went full on stupid with its ending. Then I would have given it a 4 out of 10, but no, this series, I always had it hovering above a 5. I always had it hovering in like the 5 to 7 range. So it was going to be 5 through 7. Unless it really fucked up, then it would have gone to 4. But that would have been, the odds of that would have been low. So yeah, this definitely deserves a 6 out of 10. If this episode would have been amazing, this would have been a 7 out of 10 series though. Yeah, it's good. It's good. For sure, anime, I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I mean, honestly, I like this more than I was expecting. And plus, it gave me an excuse to use this shirt, Spiral Map, for videos other than Digimon. Because this shirt, I used it for Digimon. But I also use it for this series. So this series also gave me a good usage for my shirt. Even though the videos didn't get me good views, I had an excuse to whip out this shirt. So that made me happy. Despite the low-ass views, I get like 10 or 8 views per video. I'm like... But yeah, no. And all jokes aside, I did enjoy watching this series, though. It was really great. And I felt like I got my money's worth from my shirt and watching this series. So that was another cool thing, too. But yeah. Overall, it was fun. I'm definitely going to remember this series. Oh, yeah. You should get Pokemon. I want to get a Pokemon merchandise myself because I'm not reacting to any Pokemon series. For me, I only get shirts if like the anime is currently airing. That's when I'll get an anime shirt. So when Chainsaw Man comes out, if there's one shirt of Chainsaw Man before it ends, then I'm getting a Chainsaw Man shirt. But yeah, enough about that. So y'all, thank you very much, Spiral Map, for comments in the live chat. Thank y'all, everyone else, for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe. And I will see y'all later if you'll come back more, because I am going to be reacting to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's next. And after that, Ninjala's newest episode. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great day. Night, y'all. Bye-bye.